We have a super boring guest, and that's kind of the point here. One afternoon in 1988, Grover Click was sitting in a bar with three friends in New York City when it occurred to him that he and his pals were all pretty boring. They were looking at a magazine that showed all kinds of activities like fencing and judo, and one of them blurted out, "Hey, we don't do any of those things. We're kind of dull." And on that afternoon, the Dull Men's Club was born.
And Grover Click joins us now. Grover, how are you?
Very good. Very good. Thank you.
Going strong at, is it 85?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And this all started back in the 80s. Tell
Yes.
people how this was born, this Dull Men's Club.
Well, as the presenter mentioned a moment ago, we were looking through this magazine of all these lively activities, and one of my mates said, "We don't do any of those things," and somebody said, "We're kind of dull," and I said, "Well, why don't we get a page in a magazine we called the Dull Men's Club?" And the editor thought that was a great idea, and that got us started. It was a New York athletic club, and we do things like we'd race they had 6 elevators going all the way up to the 26th floor, and we'd race them to see which one was the fastest.
Nice. So you would race.
I can't remember. I think maybe it was the second one. I can't remember.
So you'd race on elevators, and how often would this group get together?
Well, we'd get together several times during the week, at least once a week. We had a meeting room with. Eventually, we had 17 chairs in the room, and we kept the meeting group at that level, and
now it's evolved to a club that also includes women. It's got about 1.5 million members. Is it mostly a Facebook page?
Largely, it's on Facebook, and we've got a website, and there's some bricks and mortar groups around the Boston area.
And it's gone international, and there's a UK membership as well.
Oh yes, it's about 50-50 UK and US at the moment. I live part of the time I'm in Nebraska right now. Our back office, which is of course our favorite place to work, is in Nebraska, but my hometown, but we're in America, and it caught on quite well in England. I've lived in England part-time.
Wonderful.
We're looking at one of your posts here, Grover. So this is the idea, you just post dull stuff around the house that's fascinating you? That's a remote control and some pens. Yeah,
well, we like, exactly. There's a concept called knolling, arranging your things in squares and rectangle order, and it's a great sense of accomplishment when you look at your things that way.
Tell us about the Mars bar post. What's happening there? Can we see it?
Well, there was a flaw in the production of a Mars bar, and somebody complained about it to Mars, and they apologized and sent him, this is over in England, they sent him a £2 reimbursement for it, and he posted it on our Facebook group, and it went viral. Everybody thought that was quite an amazing phenomenon.
So, Grover, what do the Dull Men's Club people do on New Year's Eve? Real knockdown, drag-out?
No, I'm staying in. A lot of us stay in. We practice writing 2005 over and over again. Because tomorrow we want to start off on the right foot.
Right.
You practice writing the year 2025?
Oh, yeah, because, it's so embarrassing to write a check tomorrow, 20, and it bounces.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay, we have another one here. Let's take another look. What's this one?
Is this Britain's dullest woman?
It's not showing up on my screen here. I can't see it.
Who's this here?
Yeah, Rachel Williamson up in North Wales. She's a police detective in her town of Ryle, and she retired, and COVID came along. She's wondering what she's going to do in retirement. And she's always been a knitter. She took up crocheting, and she did what they call a postbox topper. And she was amazing she could do it, and very happy. And she did quite a few. And she and her sister would go out on bicycles at nighttime and put them on those, iconic red postboxes in England. And eventually, the newspaper said, "Well, come out of the closet. Tell us who's doing this." And she did, and it really caught on. She's done over 400 of them, maybe 500 by now.
Yeah.
And if you look at her, she's in her living room there, and people donate yarn. She's got stacked there.
Grover, you can't be boring and dull all the time. What do you do to kick up your heels?
Yeah, well, I like to do what we call safe excitement. Kick up my heels. Quite frankly, my favorite thing to do is I love park benches. I can go anywhere in the world. If I can just sit on a park bench and watch the rest of the world going by, and it's enough exercise to get up and move on to another bench, I suppose.
Oh my God,
and what are we
that is
looking at
awesome.
here too? Okay, we're looking at a banana with, is it those tally marks?
I can't see that too well. Well, on our Facebook group, for some strange reason, we don't know why it started, and it's kind of interesting to see how creative they are. Everybody's it's not a requirement that you do it, but people, when they post something, they often put a banana alongside for scale, so you can see how it measures up, how large it is vis-a-vis a banana.
Hey, you know what? If you're in Nebraska, but my producer's just telling me, I didn't know this. I don't know if you've been to Dollywood, but that park is supposed to have the most park benches of any place in the world. Have you been there?
No, I haven't, but it'd certainly be worth a field trip, I guess.
There you go. Look at me giving you.
Look at this.
I'm putting that on your bucket list for 2025, Grover.
Right. we named Central Park Bench Capital of the World, which they loved and invited us by and gave us caps and T-shirts. But it's got a great array of park benches. We could go north from the athletic club on Central Park South.
Yeah.
And enjoy
Grover, before we let you go, can you tell us about the Dull Men's calendar?
Well, we put a calendar out every year, and this year calendar's about events around the world. And one of the leading ones we're fond of is the running of the sheep. Running of the bulls in Pamplona, that's way too exciting for us. But in New Zealand, there's the running of the sheep in March. And then also in March, in England, there's a race that's been going on since the year 1445. It's on Shrove Tuesday, and it's called the Pancake Race. Ladies dressed up in their aprons and racing down the street with a pan, flipping pancakes. That's a very exciting event. And there's a yo-yo competition going on in Prague. There are just events all around the world they're not like the Indianapolis 500 or the Kentucky Derby or the Ascot races. They're a little lower key. Celebrating the ordinary is our motto.
Well, I think it's fantastic.
Grover, are you a single gentleman? I know the ladies and people out there gotta be thinking, I want to spend New Year's Eve with Grover.
I am single. I have a lady friend, but yeah.
Well, find someone and head out to Prague. That sounded like quite the event.
Field trip to Prague on the Charles Bridge. That's where the yo-yo contest is taking place.
Well, Grover, it's a pleasure to talk to you, and Happy New Year.
Likewise.
There's the dullmensclub.com and all the info, and reach out to Grover. He's a fun guy.